History made simply short. On today's episode, get ready to set your watch back to ancient times to 9000 BCE, when, as we have said before, modern man had discovered agriculture. This created a surplus of food, which they learned to preserve and store, all of which led to the rise of early civilizations and the Bronze Age. Almost the first thing you would have to do once you were creating a food surplus was to protect it from your hungry neighbours. Put simply, you needed to build granaries to store your grain, fruit, smoked or salted meat and fish. The most important resource was of course fresh water. Now the earliest settlement which had all these features that has so far been discovered is Jericho. Now this could be called a civilization. So civilization depended on a protected agricultural surplus. But what if your water source dried up? Or the weather was unfavourable for crop growth, or domesticated animals caught a disease? All of this could happen and did happen to early walled settlements. There were two solutions. You could pray to whoever controlled the water source, the weather, and distributed diseases for deliverance, or you could gather your warriors and go and steal somebody else's calories. Meanwhile, other more widely separated walled cities grew up between the Tigris and the Euphrates and along the Nile from about 5000 BCE. However, it was a further 2,000 years before these coalesced into empires with major cities as we would understand them. Marginally later, the world's first genuine empire emerged between the Tigris and the Euphrates, with the first Persian Empire founded by Sargon I between 2371 and 2230 BCE. One function of civilization is quite clear. It's going to develop depending on what resources and technologies you have. So to summarise what we can learn from the rise of early civilizations in the Bronze Age. For civilizations to thrive, they need a fairly benign environment. None of the civilizations discussed started in jungles or deserts. Even a single natural event can have a catastrophic long-term effect on a civilization. There are many more trends and features that humanity will throw up into the thousands of years after the Bronze Age. We will eventually unearth many of them.